we'll speak about the news that India may employ the Hedera Hashgraph to validate voting procedures and electoral processes today. Hedera Hashgraph has a number of inherent characteristics that distinguish it from other DLTs currently on the market. Hedera's hashgraph technology gives it the ability to validate large numbers of transactions per second, with the hashgraph consensus in its base layer allowing for the validation of over 10,000 transactions per second. This is exacerbated by the use of sharding methods, which can result in hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of transactions being validated per second. Furthermore, Hedera's unique feature of having its nodes managed by its governing council members, who include Google, T-Mobile, IBM, and Tata Communications, to mention a few, precludes forking occurrences on the network. Hedera is the most secure DLT network due to its network's ability to resist forking. Hedera's lack of forking will bring consistency and stability to the network, making it more appealing to developers, whether they are little businesses or large corporations. Hedera's hashgraph network does not support forking, putting it ahead of Ethereum, which has had a number of forking events since its creation. According to a recent post, an Indian state is planning to try online voting using blockchain technology. The Telangana State Election Commission will hold a dry run for the country's first smartphone-based e-voting exercise on October 10 in Khammam, a district in India's newest state. For its trial, the polling organization is utilizing artificial intelligence and blockchain ledger technologies. In a separate effort, the Indian Election Commission teamed up with the Indian Institute of Technology Madras and the Centre for Development of Advanced Computing in April to develop a safe e-voting system. The use of distributed ledger technology, DLT, in voting procedures will ensure that votes are cast in a safe and immutable manner. The tamper-proof feature associated with DLT will ensure that voting activities are carried out and recorded in a secure manner. This aspect will improve ballot security while also lowering expenses compared to traditional voting techniques. Given that India is the world's largest populous democracy, a scalable distributed ledger technology network is essential. Hedera can process over 10,000 transactions per second and will be able to process hundreds of thousands of transactions per second through sharding techniques. Hedera's hashgraph consensus may be the best platform for processing and validating electoral vote procedures quickly and efficiently. Asynchronous Byzantine fault tolerance is also available in Hedera. If an attacker controls less than half of the voting power, Hedera's asynchronous Byzantine fault tolerance technology will ensure that finality of consensus is obtained with a 100% probability. Due to the high level of voting power required by an attacker, there is a minuscule chance that the voting process will be tampered with. Sharat Chandra, a renowned blockchain and emerging tech evangelist based in India, shared his thoughts, claiming that he sees no barriers to incorporating DLT into electoral voting methods. To my mind, they might be establishing their own private blockchain technology, Chandra said. Scalability will not be a problem from a technical sense. Hedera Hashgraph and Algorand, for example, can handle thousands of transactions per second. Hedera already has strong ties to a number of players in India's various industries, including Tata Communications, Wipro, and the Indian Institute of Technology Madras, which are all members of the Hedera Governing Council. Hedera could be seen as a reliable and ideal platform for developing and implementing a national electoral voting network, and the Indian Institute of Technology Madras, which is in direct contact with the Indian Election Commission, could advocate for Hedera's consensus service for electoral voting procedures. The project's links with a variety of industry experts around the world, as well as Hedera's amazing inherent qualities. The official Hedera Hashgraph Twitter page announced details of a joint project that would bring together Tech Incorporated's Ethereum-based #CBDC core solution and Hedera's public ledger, aiming for a faster, more secure alternative to legacy #blockchain consensus processes on the 8th of October. Because of its flexibility, scalability, decentralization, and sustainability, Tech chose the Hedera consensus service. The fast, fair, and secure hashgraph consensus technique, which provides an asynchronous Byzantine fault-tolerant ordering service within and between each network, will be used by Tech's private CBDC platform. Tech will use Hedera's hashgraph consensus service for a number of its global CBDC initiatives, including stablecoins, digital asset developments, and the adoption of distributed ledger technology more broadly, particularly in Africa and the Caribbean, as part of the Tech Hedera Hashgraph collaboration. For Tech's CBDC regulatory sandbox projects, Hedera's token service and consensus service will be used extensively. We're thrilled to collaborate with MTech to give central banks around the world the opportunity to explore realistic ways to bring CBDCs to fruition, and this collaboration will enable a groundbreaking use of the Hedera network and services, Hedera Hashgraph CEO Mance Harmon said in response to this exciting development. Harmon stated, "This alliance is about delivering high performance and great trust. We're looking forward to seeing how MTech will meet and surpass the requirements for scalable, secure CBDC solutions," says the company. MTech has now been involved in a variety of CBDC developments around the world, most notably in Africa, where it has worked with the Ghanaian and Nigerian central banks to establish a national CBDC. In the instance of Nigeria, MTech has been tasked with building CBDC capacity and implementing MTech's regulatory-compliant modern central bank sandbox for the Nigerian central bank. The direct use of Hedera's token and consensus service for regulatory sandboxes in Nigeria and elsewhere is today's breaking news. The Nigerian central bank may try to adopt an MTech-designed CBDC into its payment infrastructure if the MTech Modern Central Bank Sandbox program is successful. Hedera's network is linked to a number of impressive features, including the ability to process 10,000 plus transactions per second and the network's ability to attain finality in 3 to 5 seconds. As a result, Hedera might be a desirable platform to power a nationwide banking infrastructure. Nigeria is the 9th most populous country in the world, with a population of around 220 million people. Hedera would benefit greatly from the integration of a Hedera consensus service into an MTech-developed CBDC framework and open banking infrastructure. The Ghanaian Central Bank formed a direct collaboration with MTech in February 2021 to look into creating CBDCs for the country. The announcement by MTech that it will actively leverage Hedera's consensus and token service for CBDC initiatives comes on the heels of breaking news from the Wall Street Journal that the Federal Reserve is set to release a report detailing the complexities of CBDC developments, including the costs and benefits of releasing a nationwide CBDC. The Federal Reserve and the U.S. House of Representatives are both connected to MTech. Most notably, MTech has led a collaborative venture known as Project New Dawn, which intends to establish a CBDC to promote economic inclusion for millions of Americans who have difficulty using banks. In the MTech-led Project New Dawn effort, Hedera Hashgraph and Microsoft are both collaborating partners. Today's breaking news is that CBDC development supplied by MTech will use Hedera's token and consensus service directly. In the case of a successful MTech application for a Federal Reserve CBDC, a Hedera token and consensus service, whether public or private, will be implemented directly. Hedera is the most environmentally friendly platform currently on the market, with its networking having the inherent attributes of enabling speedy transaction and finality rate capacities. According to a UCL research study, Hedera's network is carbon negative. In comparison to the Ethereum network, which uses about 557.1 watts of energy each transaction, Hedera's Hashgraph system utilizes about 0.02 watts of energy per transaction. Hedera's Hashgraph technology offers these highly appealing properties, making it a perfect private network to support a countrywide economy at low environmental cost and near instantaneous transaction capabilities. This amazing news demonstrates how Hedera's network as a whole offers incredible features and technological improvements, and how these incredible insights have the capability and capacity to fuel a statewide payment infrastructure. This significant statement adds to a growing number of countries with CBDC-related ties to Hedera. The Reserve Bank of India, India's central bank, recently released a booklet detailing the country's payment system's progress during the last 10 years. The document confirms that a central bank digital currency is being considered. A draft of India's national strategy on blockchain was issued by the National Institute for Smart Government. It envisioned a public permission blockchain for a central bank digital rupee. It recommended adopting an enterprise blockchain or a private version of Ethereum or Hedera Hashgraph for the national blockchain, with government departments and industry associations running the validator nodes. Hedera's integration into an Indian CBDC joins a growing number of countries rumored to be considering Hedera's consensus service for their CBDC. Hedera is positioning itself as the go-to platform for CBDC projects. More corporations and countries appear to be joining Hedera in developing regulatory CBDC sandboxes or actively developing a national CBDC. In the new era of global banking, the Hedera Hashgraph could be a fundamental pillar.